Hello everybody, it's me, Psycho Blue, conductor of the Hype Train, Mr. Hype Gems, hashtag Crosswires, hashtag Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to resume the rest of the PSN stream. I am now the Duke of the Hill, as deemed by Salt Levels Max. We determined that the PSN event is not nearly as important as the monthlies that we run for the PC side of things. Those are now going to be on MYC Furby and his particular Twitch and YouTube channel. So please direct your attention to those right now, as currently they are uploading the rest of those matches. For now, we're going to continue talking about the matches that we saw here on Sunday when I entered the PlayStation Network tournament. So I'm pretty excited to see what the other people had in store for their matches. I'm in the process of pulling up the stream control. Let me clear all this off. I didn't run Street Fighter V. I've been in a weird mood lately. As you can no doubt tell from Sunday, I mean, the world's a scary place. Now that people have woken up the bad side of all the malcontent going around. How you doing, Rousey? It's good to see you. Let me get this started. That's all well and good. I'm going to go. So the cool thing about this is once I go to Cross Tekken, it should correct itself automatically. It's actually pretty neat. I hope you're doing well, Razia. I've had a long day today, and tomorrow's going to be long as well. It's been very hot as well, but I did go outside and sweat most of it off, so it felt pretty good to get a good sweat going. And the gym reopens around here on Friday, from what I heard. I'm checking my Facebook. They're going to have a big update today on how the reopening will go. I heard 30% capacity, but that gym is huge and rarely packed. I guess because a lot of fat slobs around here, you know? So I'm excited to get back out of the way, and I'm pretty confident I'll be able to be part of that 30%. They did. Last night was much more calm than the day before. Day before, people were getting yanked out of their cars in the middle of traffic because curfew was called like 5 minutes beforehand, and they were just pulling people from their cars on the way back from work and getting rounded up like cattle. It was ridiculous. Today was much better, and I was talking to my staff today after I had supervision about what's going on, and they are worried. I don't blame them. A good colleague of mine lost his business Saturday night, looted and burned down, and he's really active in the community, so I'm kind of upset that such a wonderful person had that happen to him, but that's the whole world right now. A lot of things are happening to good people, and it's just not a good environment. We've been sitting at home for 3 months, and that's what you gotta walk back to. Yeah, it's rough. So in the meantime, let us go and get this underway. It's not Grandpa, it's a round robin. To everyone who played me, thank you very much. When you guys watch this, I appreciate you guys putting a smile on my face on Sunday. Not just because I won, but because I really needed something to do. And Cross Tekken is something that always puts a smile on my face, but it's hard to me to kind of, Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Razia. Razia just said in the chat to put up a GoFundMe for my colleague. He told me it's an insurance claim, and he would rather just kind of keep that to himself for now. So I'll let him do that. But I will definitely consider and suggest to him, if he's up for that, I will put up a GoFundMe, and I'll do what must be done. But I know with his business being as big as it was, it might be a nice situation if that's what it comes to. But I'll let him know, see what I can do. Thank you. But at the same time, it's also a bit selfish because the whole country is dealing with this. So, yeah, I hope he doesn't see it as selfish. I want to help him, and he wants to help other people. Okay, let us proceed to the set of matches. That's not online, but I'm not going to play any goofball. I'm on my DualShock 3 right now. It's not how I play Cross Tekken anymore. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze, and I figured I wouldn't just blow everybody's ears out with the sound of my sneeze killing everything. This should be, I think, 3 sets, 3 first to 5s, and at the conclusion of that, I will run the, some replays, both on PC and on PSN. Just something to kind of kill the time and get some content up, as well as do what needs to be done to continue supporting this community that has been with me since the beginning of my professional career. Isn't that scary? Okay, these are part of... Okay, so looks like first up is going to be... Just a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like that's going to be Broly and... I'll call him LP Broly. So he's going by LP in the Discord chat. So I'm just calling him LP Broly so people know who he is. And obviously we have Phantom right here. Perfect. By the way, did you see Randy Orton shed his Call of Duty racist vibes and now he's shaming Jericho for being Donald Jr.'s best friend? And Kevin Nash admitted the reason he has his signature Diesel tongue with the fist raised is because he was doing the whole Nation of Domination thing, Black Lives Matter type stuff. You know, fight the power, raise the fist up. That was Kevin Nash's idea when he did like the Diesel tongue with lifting a fist. That was on purpose. He is they're all from Detroit, so it makes sense. For now, let's continue with Broly and Phantom Striker. I'm not going to lambast Broly for the things he has said in the Discord over time because that would crucify his career. And I'm imagining, in fact, I'm hoping that the reason why he has behaved better is he knows it's not the time for that anymore. The time for jokes are over. Now's the time for action, as it is right now in Game 1. So, on the bright side with Broly, I do have some good news. Broly got a huge compliment from my Japanese brethren, Hazama. A lot of people have seen Hazama as like the Bass of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I know a couple have called me that, but Hazama has the whole... He's been keeping Japan alive for a long time now. He still runs lobbies on a regular. And that is really impressive that he has reputation, especially I've known him for so long. He told me he really likes watching Broly play and what he provides with his Xiaoyu. I don't think Xiaoyu is his main option either. Usually I see him play Hwoarang Ogre or Hwoarang Bob. Bob. For those who don't remember, Hwoarang used to be, oh, that's nice, a raw giant swing. You don't see that often succeed that way. But so I was going to throw it every now and again. King's giant swing only hits standing opponents, and the Shining Wizard only hits crouching opponents. He does not have a command grab that hits both. So his high-low game is his grapple game, in other words, or at least part of his high-low game is the grapple game. So a lot of King's offense is going to be based on his buttons and his juggles. He does some really good buttons, but he's not good walk speed. His hitbox is pretty big, and it can go south for him. People kind of approach him because their reversals are kind of dog do. That's why Phantom Striker has Law in the front. Law is an entirely different story. Just like he is in many Tekken games, he is overwhelming. Unfortunately, he's getting overwhelmed in a big way. Broly takes that first game.
Just get out of here.
Oh, by the way, Rousey, I taught myself how to Omen Thunder God Fist while I was on quarantine. I'm really proud of myself that I finally figured that move out after 15 years. It was actually much easier than I thought it was. Turns out, I need to control the position of my thumb on my controller, because that's... Once I have, like, the thumb motion and I have, like, in the right spot, I need, like, no force. It's, like, instant, no pressure needed. It's just all the position rather than the actual force of when the thumb meets the D-pad and the button. T4 was actually the first I ever did. I thought it was super easy in T4. I find it harder in Tekken 7 because I used to do in Tekken 4 on L1 because there was no real overlap with doing like down forward and 1+2 that down forward and 1 wouldn't give you. So now they have things like Demon Wings and Rage Art where if I do it wrong I'll get like a move I didn't want. So I still could only do it on one hand. so I had to make sure it's precise. Do do the motion, then L1. I was on Hwoarang. Hwoarang and Law are the two best characters in the game. Xiaoyu is somewhere in the middle, but once she's in your face, probably for the rest of the match. She is really impressive. Just like she is in Tekken 7, actually. Oh, that's baited in a big way. Skyrocket was in flight, but it was a misfire. Ooh, good parry. That parry only works on jumping attacks, by the way. Oh! Yo! Jaguar stepping right through the DP? Phantom Striker, you devious human being. I like that. That was good. I find it easier in Tekken 4, by the way, but I did get Omen Thunder Godfist learned before this quarantine ended. I'm really proud about that. Those doubles are so good. Shaolin kicks right into the knees. King has some of the best standing juggles in the game. They hurt so much, and especially has someone like Law or Dudley or someone like those long-hitting special attacks easy to tag in. It can really hurt in a big way. Yeah, this is bad. This is why I said, Xiaoyu, once she's in your face, it's a problem. King should sit on that. He had to sit on that all the way through. Nothing King could do about any of that. He could try the EX arm drag, but it was unlikely it was going to really do much. It was called the arm whip or something like that. Alright, good back throw. And that long-reaching low attack of Hwoarang is 3 frames. That's one of the fastest buttons in the game, and for a 3-frame button that's low, that's really good. Only Chun-Li has a more impressive one, and it's really close. Actually, I have more impressive than Chun-Li's. Probably tied, because they're both 3 frames, they both reach a long way, they both link to themselves. I'd say tie between Hwoarang and Chun for the best crouching low in the game. Oh! None of that, sir. The option select completely decimated Xiaoyu. So what happens there is if you have a bar to alpha counter and they try to raw launch you instead with a, or that they try to empty jump low you instead, you can get a raw launcher instead of an alpha counter, and it's going to hurt either way. It's a really powerful option select in this game. There are ways to destroy it though. You can just jump in, not do anything, just throw them, and then their life sucks. So it's not completely foolproof, but it is pretty awesome all the same. Phantom Striker ties it. Excellent clutch awareness from Striker. That option select saved the day. But yeah, Razia, please don't tell me it's easy compared to Tekken 4, because that makes me feel worse about myself. I found it easy in Tekken 4 compared to other ones. Tekken 4 just felt like the Electron Godfist, only with 1 instead of 2. How's the sound doing? You guys hear me okay? Can you hear the game okay? I know with the upload that Arturo did, my sound was really muffled compared to the game.
I won't hold back.
Oh yeah, I got the red-orange one. I thought that was what I was talking about. I didn't know there were 2 different Omen Thunder Godfists. I thought that was the Omen Thunder Godfist in Tekken 4. So never mind. The game's distorted? That's interesting. How about now? I'll turn it down a bit. I didn't know there were 2 different versions of Omen Thunder Godfist in Tekken 4, but that is pretty cool. But it makes sense. There are 2 different versions of Electric Wind Godfist, because they had like that charge version and the regular version. So that makes sense. That charge version was weird. That is not... Oh, no! Man, are we lagging? That was smart. I think Phantom was thinking throw like I was talking about. I'll practice it again. Thank you, Razia. Yeah, Xiaoyu's up forward 4 in this game is pretty silly. It's only forward 4 in this one. But Xiaoyu's cyanide kick, the one she used to start her 10-hit strings, that move, in this game, it is a fantastic overhit. It is safe on block. It causes a ground bounce instantly, whether it's counter hit or not. And it goes over a lot of low attacks. So it can really pester you if you're not careful. And her own low game is really nice too, because she can cancel moves into her Art of Phoenix stance, and then she gets full combos from that.
I won't hold back. I'm ready. Fight!
I am working very hard on controlling the speed of my voice so I don't go full Ultimate Warrior promo like I did last time commentating this. So I'm pretty chill right now. I do feel, while I am, again, kind of burned out from the rigors of the week, I do feel pretty focused. So far, this is pretty good. I like the set so far. I'm actually pretty impressed that the Law flip kick didn't stop that. But it's no worries, that's really good, by the way. The way Tekken strings work in Street Fighter Cross Tekken is that they will come out faster on whiff. What Broly is doing, he did this to me last time, is he used that particular target combo to make the first button whiff so that the overhead and the combo starter comes out faster. So you're reacting to one button that apparently whiffs on your wake up, and then you get hit by the follow-up, and then you're dead. Just like Phantom Striker is likely dead. That was such a quick set. In the middle of describing one wake-up shenanigan, the whole game finished. Devastating, Broly. A name like that, I guess, shouldn't be surprised, though. He's Broly. He's a Dragon Ball version, the Juggernaut. Did you watch the new Broly movie, Razia? Where Broly is now like this misunderstood kind of brute, and his power kind of works like Super Saiyan 4? While I appreciate him getting another story because he was kind of plain before, I do miss having actual villainous Saiyans. So I was thinking that his whole thing in the new movie would have been better off with just an entirely new character. But that's just me. Most people didn't feel that way. But I'm so glad Frieza's a recurring character again. I've been enjoying him as a galactic Mr. Burns.
I won't hold back.
But they brought Frieza back. That was cool. Remember we talked about how Frieza should come back, and then he did, and he's been kicking butt since. I was so expecting him to go like a full Ric Flair in the Turn of Power and just wait until everyone wasn't looking to limit everybody and get his wish. That's what I was expecting, like full Ric Flair shenanigans. Ooh. So what? I didn't bother Hwoarang much. But when you see Hwoarang just like throw a knee up there in the air, he is fishing for the target combo. Oh, he got it again! Phantom Striker will not be opened up that easily. Shai was thinking, uh-oh, and Law called her out on it. Jojo. You mean where, Joseph's best friend's a Nazi? That Jojo? Because you and I both know that Grandpa Joseph would have totally been the guy in the MAGA hat when he was in Part 3, given who his best friend was after the, his other friend with the Haman died. Because Stroheim became his friend at the end, even though Stroheim was still, fighting for the Nazis. Speaking of Nazis, that was completely on the right. Ugh. Okay. Let's continue. Was that really a great? Was it that dire? I'll believe it. Yeah. So you see, Huarong, how far that low attack reaches? That's 3 frames. That is the fastest a normal can get in this game. So the fact that Huarong can confirm into stuff that fast and that far, that's a problem. Our nickname for him is all that in the DP. No, they didn't. But it was still funny that when Cars got his ultimate form, you had one of the heroes say, "Let the Nazis handle it." I was laughing so hard at that. Ooh, and just like that, Broly takes another game. My goodness. Yeah. Unfortunately, let the Nazis handle it is something that's being said too much in real life. Given what's going on lately. And as we're talking, Broly is right now about to win this set. Every set in this tournament, due to the low turnout, was played first to 5. Broly's connection was so sus that one of the competitors completely quit the tournament rather than have to deal with it. And there was money on the line in this tournament. This is likely the last PSN tournament the Discord's ever going to run. We had all these people talk junk, and the only PSN regular to show up was Broly. Because Eddie the Kid I can play on PSN. No, Eddie the Kid I can also play on PC. Striker I usually play on PC. Brent I normally play on PC. I'm just here because I want to play cross Tekken and because I want to spread the good word, being how long I've been around this game. Yeah, online fighting games. I do miss offline events. I heard the gym reopens on Friday, so I'm hoping with that, and by December we can start doing tournaments offline again. Because I had big plans, and whatever plans Striker had to win this thing are being crushed right before his eyes. He got Law out, he had to, but unfortunately, this is what we saw last time. Xiaoyu just oppressing King in the corner, and King has no answers whatsoever. He's going to try reversal, doesn't need one, doesn't get one, got thrown. That's safe. Oh, using C8AC stuff to make that save. Constant pressure. Oh yeah, that's going to suck. The Evo online. My favorite comment about the game selection was when Flo was playing them fighting hers, and then he said, I was getting really hyped by the combos and mechanics, and then one of the characters said, you hurt my hoof, and then I turned the game off. I laughed so hard because he is 100% right. No matter how good a game might be, you have to explain to your normie friends why you are playing a game about My Little Pony, and it's not for your children. As an administrator, that's a really nice jump, by the way. As a reminder, Horn's a DP, so he could have anti-air, didn't though. Whoa, that juggle! Yeesh, that was actually pretty cool. I gotta remember that one. Let me focus on this, and I'll tell more about the story. Because this is actually a pretty hype set right now. Oh no, blown up! Oh, still going, okay. Yeah, that's the My Little Pony game. That's Fighting Herds. They just changed the name so they wouldn't get sued by Hasbro. Yeah, I'll tell you more about it in a second. I want to focus on this. This is actually pretty exciting. Broly is on set point. He might get it here. It's not going to kill, but it's going to suck for Law. Finally, he gets... I was wondering when they go to Raw Launch. Raw Launch crushes lows this game, so that's really good that... Or rather, crouching attacks. Don't say lows so people don't think you can destroy Heihachi's stand light kick, which is a low attack, but standing or anything like that. It destroys crouching attacks. Any moves considered crouching, Raw Launch will beat. Sadly, it was all for naught. Broly takes that set 5-1. Going back to Fighting Herds. The situation is that I have to explain to my co-workers, because I work as a licensed mental professional, I'm a clinical supervisor, and this is actually one of the reasons why things kind of went south at my last job. I have to explain to them that I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, any of that other stuff. I play fighting games. that's hard enough of a sell as is if you are in a position like mine. Like, that's a really hard sell. But it's even harder when you have to explain to them you play the My Little Pony fighting game. You can reasonably explain Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Marvel or Tekken. You could even explain Power Rangers and not get looked at like you watch Teletubbies. You cannot do that with My Little Pony, ever. No amount of explanation of the unique taste of the FGC, especially these days, is going to get you out of that one. If you guys voice clip me on that, and someone with particular avatars gets upset, I am sorry, I am telling the truth. It might fly in like the FGC, it might even fly in esports. It's not going to fly if you are like me, who plays these games for a laugh, but you have to explain to coworkers what you're doing. You want to have some pride in it, and sadly, there is no honor in playing the My Little Pony fighting game unless you're actually talking to FGC people. But Street Fighter, everyone knows what Street Fighter is. Everybody knows what Tekken is. Everybody knows what Mortal Kombat is. Everybody knows what Power Rangers is. And you can explain away Power Rangers because they have that comic book out that's kind of PG-13. Or you can show them that video where they fought the Street Fighters that has like Negan's actor play Bison. You can't do that with My Little Pony. Speaking of Child's Play, we're going to have Broly and Eddie the Kid playing the PSN exclusive team of Pac-Man and Mega Man. To be fair, I can tell Eddie definitely did his homework with these characters, as bad as they are. Both these characters have garbage health.
I won't hold back.
Anyway, if you clip it, please show Arturo. That way he doesn't ask questions when I do his commentary on the next Cross Tekken stream. Because that view came from Flo. So it's not like I'm the only one who's giving that game its aesthetics a side eye. Even if the game is well animated and does seem pretty fun, I cannot play it without wondering why I'm playing it. Games have to feel right and look cool for me. Like Fighter Z looks cool, but it feels completely wacky. Marvel looks kind of cool, but the gameplay feels really nice. Street Fighter tends to be both. Even Street Fighter 5. I think 5 looks a lot better than it did before, now that they kind of figure out what these stacks are going to be like. Man, he's getting a lot of mileage off that kick. Something I'll have to do is check the frame data on the heavy version of Pac-Man's flip kick, because it was destroying a lot of stuff on Wake Up that I didn't know it had. It has to be pretty invincible to make that happen. That EX hip attack's really nice too. It recovers very fast, and it can cross you up and start combos. So when Pac-Man has meter, expect Mokujin's butt to land on your head in a big way. He actually got a round off Broly. You know, Broly was kind of getting doxed for a second, but oh no, not from there, my friend. Don't pop off that quick. Yeah, you're seeing why things go south for these two characters. They have no health at all, and their toolkit is not nearly good enough to warrant that little health. Mega Man in particular got destroyed in the last patch. He was bad before. Now he's almost unplayable. He does have some things, and I do want to kind of play him a bit more, but I would need a sparring partner where I could probably play around and goof around a bit and not feel like I have to take wins so people don't put me on YouTube saying they beat me. That is the price of being Psycho Blue now. When I was commentating Cross Tekken, no, when I was commentating Street Fighter 5 actually, because it wasn't just the Cross Tekken one, it was Street Fighter 5 as well. For my locals, some guy from Brazil randomly cashed Money in the Bank on me saying he's challenging me right now, and I'm in the middle of running my locals for Street Fighter 5. And some people in my scene think I'm full of crap for all the stuff I've done. Little do they know, that I am the Fonz. Unfortunately, Brawley has just ruined all the Fonz for Eddie in that game. The first game goes to Brawley. Checking the gym message right now. Is it opening? Ah, still no updates. They said do it today. No worries. I do appreciate you on here, Razia. Thank you again. After this, I'm gonna get some water.
I won't hold back. This is my destiny. It's all or nothing.
Okay. I wish I could tell you more about Mega Man. All I can tell you is he is not very good. He has some cool things, but right now he is facing the best character in the game. And there is not much Mega Man can do to stop Hwoarang once he's in his face. The fact that Mega Man has no health despite his bulbous form is another problem. The good news is that move recovers way faster than it should, the EX Mega Upper. And the fact that a lot of people don't know that is why they get tagged when Mega Man lands. So, good stuff to Eddie for making it that close and almost tagging in, almost tagging, like, out Hwoarang, because Hwoarang was in dire straits. Unfortunately, those buttons are just a little bit too fast for Pac-Man to deal with, and Mega Man for that matter. Wow, that's actually getting a lot of mileage. I am really surprised that he is getting so much off of that. Oh no, you had it. You had it, man, come on.
Just get out of here.
Yeah, when I say tag, I meant like hitting you like you tagged him. Unfortunately, I have to be careful because this game, tag means different things. Ooh, that's a juicy link. Well, I can tell Eddie's been doing his homework with this character, because those links are somewhat difficult. You're getting off, Broly. Come on, by Mega Man. Again, he is. Oh yeah, that's dead. The baby back attack, fully armored, and it links. So if you get hit by it and their timing is right, you're dead. Especially if you're Mega Man. Let me finish. Mega Man is mostly the Dan of this game. Not like Dan GR4 where you actually have some good stuff. More like the Dan of what he used to be. Where the only way you're losing to Dan is because you've never played it before. That is Mega Man's biggest asset. No one knows what he does. So his usefulness can greatly vary on how used people are to him. And since no one plays him because his toolkit's not that great and his health is garbage, Eddie can get some surprises going. Something most Mega Man players do is they throw out the Ice Blast because it comes out slow and it causes a little bit of stun if an anti-airs. So you might be able to get like a sweep or some kind of follow-up after it, depending how late it hit. I did say get water. I lied. I'll get after this.
Show no mercy.
Okay, it looks like Broly got tired of playing around with them. That stand heavy punch up Mega Man's pretty fast. Something else I like is how long his DP lingers. His DP is not invincible at all, but that thorn at the top of your jump, usually it's going to win at that point.
Just
and he gets follows off of it like Hwoarang does. Hwoarang can do it with his DP as well. And look at this. It's a valiant effort, but this is looking pretty dire right now. Broly is now 3-0. Possibly 4-0. I might have missed one.
Just get out of here.
Xiao Yu just called Mega Man a kid. Keep in mind, this is not the usual small boy wonder we're used to. This Mega Man is all man. Alright, 1 second. Get some drink.
I won't hold back. This is my destiny. It's all on the line. Good. Man, you're weak. What will happen next? Show no mercy. That's dangerous. Just get out of here.
I will say this. Broly was being really mean to me a few months ago. He was calling me names. He was trying to call me out. And then when I beat him in a mirror match 5-1, he got mad and made excuses. And I didn't appreciate that. He kept telling me how I was his daddy. And then I wound up lecturing him like I was literally his daddy. Full-on Bob Backlund promo. But when I'm not playing him, he does seem pretty entertaining to watch. I like that CADC he did with Hwoarang there. That was actually pretty gosh darn optimal. And it looked fancy. That is probably his greatest weakness. He really wants to style on you. And in doing so, he has a tendency to maybe be like that scene in Mask of Zorro where Antonio Banderas' character takes the rapier and then he was like swing it wildly. Then Andy Hopkins like knocks it out of his hand with one hit. He's a little bit too eager to style. That's something you have to worry about. Is like the fundamentals in matches and stuff. If he can balance out just like general awareness of how a match should play with all of his combos and fanciness and all of his feints, he'd be really nasty in tournament. Keep in mind, the guy he beat, Phantom Striker, was dunking on Justin Wong a couple weeks ago. So it's not like Phantom's a scrub at all. Yeah, as long as he learns something. I think he is. He does seem a lot better than he was when I played the last PSN tournament. Last PSN I just doxed him like 3-0. Yeah, I heard Tekken Tag 2 is actually still up, so I might start doing stuff for it too. Because I do want to do more 2-on-2 stuff, and while Tag 2 is pretty goofy, It's not like Blaze Blue Cross Tag Goofy. That game's almost an embarrassment, but people will swear by it. But to be fair, a lot of people in the FGC also dress up like sports mascots. So it's whatever. That is one thing I will never get. I can understand, like, all the different other kind of clicks in the FGC. The furry stuff is just beyond me. Keep in mind, when I was a kid, I wanted to grow up to be the Sun's gorilla. You know, from NBA Jam? That was my aspiration when I was really young. I was also like 8 years old. So, I was a child. Many people do it well into their 30s or 40s. I don't know how old some of the furries are in the FGC right now. I know Sonic Fox is really young, but who knows? I know it's been around a long time too, even before the FGC. Just for some reason, the FGC seems to have a lot of them, probably because they came due to Sonic Fox's success. Broly is on set point. Putting it perfect is actually pretty impressive on set point. That's a good way to show you, figure out the matchup, you're not going to be blown up anymore. I'm not playing the set backwards, that would stink. I'm pretty sure this is the right way this match went. Peed on him twice. Broly is right now burning with energy as he moves forward, 5-0. If not for me beating him 5-3, he would have won this tournament. So Broly, excellent stuff. I liked what I saw. You have gotten a lot better since last time. So I'm not just making fun of you when you watch this and you get mad. Remember, you made fun of me first. Now you gotta live with that. But you have gotten a lot better, so I will give credit to where credit is due. Okay, this is for sure the first match. Maybe it was backwards. Either way, let's proceed forward. It's going to be Eddie the Kid and Phantom Striker.
This is my destiny.
Someone's texting me.
I'm ready. Fight!
Okay, let's proceed. I will say this. Eddie might not have a very impressive team, but he definitely does his homework with them. A lot of these punishes, Striker has no idea what to do about. And to be fair, neither did Broly for a while. Eddie is getting so much mileage off this garbage team. And he's trying something to get past it. He was not expecting his top tier law to have this much problem. But also keep in mind, these guys are PlayStation exclusive, so you're not going to worry about this on the PC tournament. I would love Mega Man and Pac-Man to be on the PC tournament, but unfortunately, Sony bought them out. However, I'm willing to dub Eddie an ideal Mega Man player. He is using all of his tools right now. So it's not like he's just swinging wildly. He is doing some really cool stuff, like taking advantage of Mega Man's feints, pestering and attacking when he has to, doing a good job keeping people out and guessing when is it my turn. Yeah, you can tell Phantom does not know what to do right now, because that's normally a big combo on Hugo's end. You saw him play King earlier, but Hugo is actually Phantom's main backup character, and I think his Hugo is scarier than his King, just because I've seen King so much in the Discords. There aren't that many Hugos left, but I still think Hugo has his uses. And I think in Striker's case, his Hugo feels a lot more comfortable than his King, at least right now. King's not very complex either. Once you learn that King is not really a grappler and you do his other stuff, King's not so bad. Flexing. Yeah, he wanted something for sure. That was actually a really good conversion. Comes in. Oh, blew up the cross up? Okay. Yeah, he needed that punish because I think Finn was getting frustrated there. So he threw out his crouching medium punch, converted, and down goes Mega Man. I got an email. Mask and thermometers have finally arrived. Huzzah.
I'm ready. Fight! I guess I found the right suspect. This is my destiny.
Yep. You can tell Stryker is wondering why the punch not coming out. Mega Man's DP, the best thing about it is that it recovers fast. But its startup as invincibility is completely counterintuitive for it being a DP. Its biggest asset is you don't know how to punish it. So, because it has no real invincibility other than the EX version,
I thought you were gonna be tougher.
all Stryker has to do is just attack at will. If you attack at will, you can take out Mega Man. Mega Man's lifeblood depends on people not knowing how to deal with his little gimmicks. The Ice Blast, the regular blast, the Thunder Blast, and his very quick to recover DP. Because that DP, or at least the regular version, only does 80 damage. It does nothing. There are heavy buttons. In fact, most heavy buttons hurt more than that DP. It's pathetic. Mega Man's job is to pester and annoy you, just like his very existence pester and annoys actual Mega Man fans. Phantom Striker just taking the damage, because he can afford to do so. He has an actual life bar. And when Pac-Man comes in to finish the job, he gets finished off instead. Striker now up 2-0. Mega Man also has a really fast charge time for his CADC type stuff. His dash is garbage, but his actual special charge is super quick, so you can just like lob EX attacks pretty quickly, almost like Shakunetsu Hadoken type speed. So if they're really flustered, you can just throw that at them, and if they're starting to jump, you can just CADC backwards and have a counter hit stored in your neutral reset.
I'm ready. Fight! I guess I found the right suspect. This is my destiny. Let's do this. Whoa there.
Okie dokie. Ooh, that's a nice little block string. I'm going to tell Eddie that I was really impressed with what he did throughout this tournament. Yeah, the win total might not be that impressive, but I am learning so much about Meng, what I should be doing the next time I play him.
I thought you were gonna be tougher.
Enough about Mega Man. We've talked enough about him. Let's talk about Lei Wulong. Lei... I want to like Lei, but the more I look at him objectively, the more depressed I become. He is not the worst character, but I had to demote him to the bottom of my personal tier list, just because I can't justify him in the spot I have above All this stance stuff, most of this is actually pretty fake. Just like Mega Man, actually, the hardest part about Lei is that no one plays him. But once you face him enough, there's not much to scare you. Yeah, he has a decent high-low game from the stance mix-ups, but he has to put in all this extra work to get to those stances in the first place. He can't just do one and have an auto stance. Some of them have like an auto stance. If you do down KKK, he'll automatically be in his snake stance. If you do forward KKK, he will be in his drunken stance, and back KKK, he'll be in his back turn stance. He does have Razor Rush, and you have to remember which direction he needs for certain kinds of stances. There's a stance loop for if you press down during the Razor Rush and up during the Razor Rush, and depending when you pressed up or down in the Razor Rush, gives you a different stance. It's a lot to remember, not just for the opponent, but for you as well. And the actual stuff you get from those stances greatly vary in use. Like, some stances are only useful in the corner, and some stances are better off if you just do them maybe once or twice in the set. But I did like all the stance switching that he did in that last round. So, Stryker has put a lot of time in Lei. Law Lei was also the team of the man who prompted me to pick Bison main character in version 2013, Ice, who's been playing a lot more in the Discord. So Ice, thank you for everything you've done for me. It's good to have you back. It's also nice to see the team that you helped make famous in this particular event. Law and Lei. Yeah, that's not safe. Thankfully, Eddie missed the punish. That was how I beat Stryker last time. Every time he did that, I knew the punish. I would just tap a light attack and then go right into boost into Heihachi. That's a juggle, though. This is actually really smart of Stryker to do that. Rather than try to punish Mega Man on landing, he used Law's Junkyard combo to punish him while he was still in the air and still got a full combo off of it. That's a very big Law benefit to have. Wow, he is chasing down. Look at this aggression. Oh, no, that's not safe. You had it. Those combos are so cool. But if he ended in the overhead version, the ground bounce would have created a full cutscene super for Lei, and that's one of the strongest in the game with 350 damage. That's just me, though. Ooh, he got the double hit on the link. That crouching medium kick is so sneaky. Did you know that medium kick comes out faster than the animation lets on? So while you're seeing him stick out his leg, the move is already active. Long after the leg has... Sorry, long before the leg has actually been fully extended. It's still active afterwards, though. That move has a lot of activity that doesn't look like it should. And it's cancelable. So something Stryker does is he takes advantage of that in a really big way. And this should be the last one of the PSN tournament. After this, I will stream some casuals.
Found the right suspect. This is my destiny. Are you
ready? Yeah, that one, the overhead one. You can get that full Lei charge super. That was smart, using the slide. Didn't get the link, though. Eddie needs to stop jumping. Because eventually, Law's going to anti-air him in a huge way. Mega Man's so aggressive. Striker is not expecting Mega Man to be walking forward this much. The good news for Law and Lei is that they bleed very easily. Despite their girth and their size, both Mega Man and Pac-Man are extremely fragile. Striker's on set point.
I thought you were gonna be tougher. We've only just begun.
Good conversion. Keep it simple. Keeping Law in. In other words, oh no! Fully invincible. Yeah, the regular version is not invincible, but the EX one absolutely is invincible. Oh, come on, you can punish that. Don't get away for free, man. Because any hit on Pac-Man is going to hurt him tremendously. This Pac-Man is most definitely the one that, I'm trying to remember that band's name. I forgot the band's name. The one that did the Pac-Man song. Here Comes Pac-Man. You know what I'm talking about, right, Razia? Aw, shit. Here comes Pac-Man. I always think about. I'm surprised no one has did a combo video of Pac-Man with that song in the background. It is a classic skill. Oh, he's rage quitting for sure. Look at this. He's saying it's done. It's over. As a reminder, this thing is not X-Pac. You can't just pop it and expect no consequence. Yeah, he's dead. It should not have been that close. Come on, Striker. Yeah, he's odd. Razia is saying Mega Man's like the stuff of nightmares. He is not wrong. Before we continue, I'm going to find that video. Children, cover your ears. There is plenty of not safe for work language in this video. So I can find it real quick, then I'll put up a full screen. Let's take a look here. Bloodhound Gang, that was it. Bloodhound Gang Pac-Man song. Yeah, Mope, that's the one. Okay. This is